Hello, hi. We are here, have the honor, the great honor to be here with Hugh Parker on this particular interview and what's new with him and all the new projects that's coming up and also with the new label joining. And I want to just congratulate you on that accomplishment. I think as an artist that must be a very fulfilling, very fulfilling.
It is such a great compliment. It's a great accomplishment. I would say it's a very good accomplishment, and it's something that I sought after for about 2.5 years.
Yeah.
They always say, anything that you get instantly may not mean as much if you don't have to go through some things.
Yeah.
And this journey for me has been about 2 years, and I finally got the ideal deal situation that I really wanted. A partnership with Malaco Records and a good friend of mine who goes back to my Arista days, Lionel Rittenhour, and it's been a great marriage. It's been a great marriage.
Excellent, excellent. Now, of course, as you know, this is a big entrepreneurship, and as an artist, you are savvy enough over the years of experience how to portray this particular business perspective. Because if you have the both knowledges, I guess that excels you into the next horizon.
Well, yeah, people don't realize that it's not just the music industry or the music business, but it's the business of music.
Absolutely.
And really understanding that this is a business that we're in. Like, sure enough, we love to display our talent,
yes.
But at the end of the day, you are owners of your gift.
Absolutely.
And if you don't treat it as such, it'll get misused, it'll get walked over, it'll just be lessened and lessened and lessened. So for me, this opportunity for me to not only have my own company, sign myself to my own company, and then do a partnership, for me, it was the best situation for me, because you're right. I have been in the game for almost 20 years coming up, and for me to retain creative control, to just have a lot of the say-so in this process, and the progress was very important to me. And everything was hit nail on with the partnership with my company, New Fam Entertainment and Malaco Records.
Yeah, and I think it allows you to be more free as an artist, because you really don't have to hear what the management has to say.
On this show,
absolutely.
Do this, do that.
All the micromanagement, and the pressure, the stress. As an artist, you're not able to express that feeling.
And a lot of times, because you have to go through those things, it takes away from your creativity.
Absolutely.
And it stifles it. So again, like I said, with me having this partnership, it allows me creative control. They respect what I bring to the table.
Absolutely.
It's a mutual respect. When I sit in the boardroom across from the executives at Malaco and the executives of New Fam Entertainment, we're just giving and taking like there's a mutual respect. It's not like they're the label, I'm just the artist, but they're the company, I'm the company, and how we're going to do this together.
Absolutely, absolutely. The powers are equalized.
Yes,
and your say so, you're dominant of your own power, therefore you have more say. And this is the major issue, I think, with new artists coming up.
Right.
When you really don't know the business, right? You don't know the business, like you said.
That's so typical. That's so typical, because you think about it. When you're a young artist, all you want to do is let somebody hear you sing. I just want to sing. I just want somebody to give me a record deal. Or I just want to rap. And a lot of times, that desire, and you're so passionate about that aspect of it, that in the beginning, the paperwork is like secondary.
Exactly.
I just want to sing, and don't worry about it. It's okay. We'll deal with that later.
Exactly.
But the reality of deal with this first, because my mission is to, we'll talk about this a little bit later, one of my companies, is to prevent artists from going through what my group had to go through, and that is signing a bad initial contract and really just having to just be a man and suck it up and work your way out of it. And it can be prevented. It can so be prevented if you just really get this part of it first.
Exactly. There is no schooling for this particular, talent, but maybe in the future, why not? You might be a mentor for
this. There you go.
Why not? Yeah. So, what should fans expect from your new upcoming album, The Manual?
The new album is titled The Manual, and it has a very unique spelling. We spelled it capital M-A-N, lowercase UAL. And the reason behind behind that is, for years, we started in this game teenagers, 15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
So you guys, fans and everybody, you guys have watched us grow.
Yes.
And not only just Q from 112, but it was important for me to let everybody in on who Q Parker, the man, is.
Yes.
And how I've grown, and how I've matured, not only as a man, but as a songwriter, as a producer, and just a complete entertainer, businessman as well. And what's on my mind now as a grown man, from a lyrical standpoint, from a musical standpoint. So that's how you got the man. I want everybody to be introduced to Q Parker, the man.
Right.
But then when you add the second part of it to make the manual, I believe that my goal is to be, I'm here for the ladies.
Yes.
I make my music for women. Sure enough, the guys, they can partake in it, but I just really believe that there's a shortness of male artists that really just cater to women. A lot of times, we're so caught up into being in the clubs and making sure when I go out to the club that my record is played, at the different points of the club, but not realizing that as a man, you women, y'all need somebody that's gonna really just sing to you, really cater to you, and really just focus on you, and that's my mission. The second part of it is, it's a manual because it's like a how-to guide as it relates to love and relationships.
Absolutely.
Because I believe, and this is my opinion, I believe women need to understand that you have to demand certain things from God. If you don't, we'll just take what you're giving us.
Exactly.
And I believe that in a lot of situations, women settle for less.
This is true.
And not really just make a guy just really step up to the plate and just be all of what they require. So that's from a woman's perspective. But from a man perspective, for years, I heard guys say, I couldn't really communicate what I was feeling, and I just put on this song. So that's how it's kind of like it's a manual or how-to guide on how to communicate and how to just keep this level with your mate, whether it's going through the happy times, the sad times, just being open and able to communicate to each other. So it's twofold. It's the man Q Parker and a how-to guide on this thing that we call the love relationships, every aspect of love.
And I really love the way you actually correlated, the feelings versus how you express your feelings on the song, the storytelling.
Well, that's important because as a man, one of our hang-ups are we're so accustomed to being macho providers to where a lot of times women want to see you vulnerable. A woman will love to see the sensitive side.
Very true.
And there are records on the manual album where I am just totally stripped away and just vulnerable. And there's a song where I'm just showing that I am sensitive and I do care about how you feel. It's okay to say, babe, I just had a hard day at work today, and right now it ain't about no sex. It ain't just. I just want you to just hold me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like it's things like that I think men should realize that it's okay.
Yeah.
And if you would actually really expose that of yourself, the woman will really love and appreciate you even more.
Absolutely.
And it just examples of those things that you'll get in the manual album. I stripped myself all the way down and just really just laid Q Parker on the line.
So beautiful. It's just like opening your soul.
Yes.
Yes. We all humans, we all have those feelings where we have to express.
Yes.
So more men, I think, should start singing or listen to your songs.
That's our
the songs.
mission.
Yes, the mission.
That's our mission.
We're gonna teach some lessons to those men who are more cold-hearted.
Yes.
Let's say. What do you think of your sound?
My sound, when I open my mouth, you can't help but hear 112 because it's in my blood. That's where I come from.
Absolutely.
So I would say that my sound is classic 112-ish, soulful, very sexy, serene, and again, like I'm a fan of all types of genres.
Yes.
I love gospel, jazz, classical, all those things. But in the core of me, I'm just an R&B guy.
Yes.
I just love R&B, and I just love crooning and singing to women. I just love that. So that's my sound, just smooth, sexy, full of swag, full of confidence, and
passion.
yes, full of passion, very passionate, and very intimate.
That's it. That's it. That's being human again. It's all, your human side is being exposed into
Yes.
the song. Yes. And have you set a release date for your album yet, by the way? I mean, I love the single, like the show you.
Thank you very much. We don't have a locked in release album date yet, but I can tell you that it'll be the summer. Looking at June or July. I'm from the school where I believe you should give people reason to go and buy your album.
Yes.
Because
absolutely.
we all know money don't come easy these days. If you go out and spend $16 on an album, you only just like one song.
Exactly.
It's pretty much a waste. That's why the single downloads have become so popular.
Exactly.
So for me, I wanted to at least give the fans 2 solid records so they can feel like, you know what, I love the first single and I'm liking this second single, so it's worth my investment in this album, and not just because of one song.
Exactly.
So my goal is to release at least 2 singles before the album.
So you are teasing the fans, but you're not teasing all the way.
Nothing wrong with a little tease every now and then.
So how challenging was, from transformation, I guess, from R&B group member to a solo? Did you feel like at this time you didn't have your group members with you, or did you feel you were more creative?
Okay, I'll say this. I love the fact that I was in a very equally talented group.
Yes.
To be able to look to my right and my left and see my guys.
Exactly.
Do I miss that? I'll be lying if I tell you I didn't. But what I can say is this whole manual process really gave me the opportunity to learn a lot about myself. Because as a group member, again, a group that is equally talented, no one person did the brunt of the duties of the task. We all evenly did our share.
Yes.
To now, everything is just me. I had to do this, whereas opposed to being in a group, I may come in and do my verse, do my hook, then Slim or somebody else come in.
Yeah.
But now it's all about me. And the beauty about 112 is we all understood our roles.
Yes.
My role was this, his role was this, his role, so no one would ever step on each other's toes.
Yes.
Well, now, for the completion of the process, I have to do all of those things. So I got to be the soulful guy, I had to be the sexy guy, I had to be the songwriter, I had to be the producer, I had to arrange it all. Like, I had to do it all. And a lot during this process, I just learned a lot about myself. I grew up, I matured more as an artist. So in turn, it makes me a better group member, so that when we do come back together and do another album and do another tour, I'm a better Q from 112 because Q Parker really found out who he really was.
Yes.
So, but I accept the challenge. I'm a competitive by nature. I'm very competitive, and I embrace all challenges. And I really enjoy the process. I think the adjustment will be now adjusting back to the group.
Yes.
Because I've really been just doing Q Parker, so I embrace them both. I enjoy it.
Yes. And it's interesting because this is the next question I was going to have about your growth as a man, versus your group members. But I guess that was like educational, like being in school, you guys educate each other and criticism, again, all constructive criticism to build you as an artist.
Well, like I said, when everybody in your group can hit the home run,
absolutely,
it makes you want to better yourself from all angles, business-wise as well as the talent.
Exactly.
And I took everything that I learned from all the 112 albums and stories and experiences, and I brought them into Q Parker. Now, true enough, I'm going to learn some more things along the way, but I believe I couldn't have gotten a better teacher than 112 to prepare me for Q Parker.
Yes. Yes.
I like that.
Yes, I like that a lot.
Right?
Yes, absolutely.
112 was the best way to prepare me for Q Parker.
Exactly, absolutely. That's Yeah.
Remember that now.
Yeah, exactly. That's the product, we
Yeah.
must say, yeah?
Yeah.
All the two reaction and you have the product at the end. Very
Yes.
beautiful. Okay, what do you think about the social media and the influences on music today?
Oh,
Any
man.
positives, any negatives, anything?
Well, I mean, it's definitely positive because we're able to reach so many people by just the click of a button.
Yes, absolutely.
I go back to the early 90s when we were first discovered. We didn't have those outlets. We basically had to just be at the right place at the right time.
Yes.
And when opportunity presented itself,
Which was much harder.
Yes.
Much harder.
yes. And I think it allowed the true talent to be seen.
Filtered.
Yes.
We are filtering the true talent.
Now,
Absolutely.
with time comes changes and enhancements, and we all have to adjust to the time.
Yes.
So I don't knock today's industry because we're living in those times.
This is true. Very true.
And there have been some talented artists, very talented artists discovered on YouTube and all the social networks and Facebook and Twitter. But there also have been some that have just eased their way on in and may have been less talented, but a lot marketable. Image was out the roof. So again, for me, somebody that came in the heart of an R&B kind of brainwave, blood, I can appreciate the true talent when I see the true talent. But again, I just kind of encompass it and make it a part of what I am right now. So, of course, I'm all over Twitter, I'm all over Facebook, I'm all over my YouTube page and all that kind of stuff because I understand it's what is today.
Yes,
And you be a fool and not get in the game.
And this is true. Yes, in other words, you're the product. You're the product of your own talent. So
Yeah.
that's why all this particular, projects and anything that you are expressing to evolve yourself as an artist
Right.
is gonna be growing further and further and further.
Right.
Any international studies or any international tours?
Well, one thing again, I always have to go back to 112. I love the fact that not only were we loved in America, but in other territories as well. Like we have a great following in Germany, Australia, Japan, the UK, all over.
Yeah.
And because of that, of course, I told you earlier, whatever I experience with 112, I bring it to Q Parker. So I definitely service the record over in other territories, and every time I go over there or we go over there, the reception and the response is great. And when I come to find out is other territories love R&B music.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, music is a universal language and it's so funny just how important music is. I was talking to, had a meeting at the Recording Academy for the Grammys, and we were just talking about the music in the schools and how they have taken music out of the schools and stuff, and not really realizing how important music is to all of our lives. Music is something in us all that music has a connection to, and that's from birth.
Yes.
And and I see that every time I go abroad, whereas a person may not can speak your language,
Absolutely.
but they can sing your song word for word.
Yes.
As soon as the music goes off, they can't tell you I love your song.
Absolutely.
If you play the song, they'll sing it with you.
This is true.
And to me, that is like phenomenal, and it lets me know that you cannot underestimate the power of music.
Yes, they feel you. The fans feel you in the heart.
Yes.
I guess any last words for your fans?
Last words for my fans would just be, I'm very appreciative. I'm very grateful for the support that everybody has given us. As a fan of 112, also as a fan of Q Mike Slim and Duran. Like I always have said, I'm an R&B guy, and I'm gonna give you great R&B music. Ride this thing out with me, help support me, and continue to support me. Follow me on all of the social media sites. Twitter is Q Parker 112. Facebook is Q Parker Music. My YouTube channel, Q Parker Sings. The calendar site, Q Parker Fitness Calendar.com. And I promise you, I'm gonna keep servicing great music. I promise you that.
We appreciate it for your time. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Fans, follow him. Twitter,
Yes.
tweet him, buy his singles, buy his release albums. Has been a pleasure, Natasha. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Lately we've been having the same convo about 2-3 times a week. Girl, I know how much he put you through. Still you're trying to play the role, so I act like I just don't know every time we speak. All it takes is just one look at you. I can see it in your eyes. You ain't been happy in a long time. Hey, you know, I know you too well for you to try to hide it. You deserve it. You deserve the best. It's a shame that you settle for less. So it's about time for me to get something up off my chest. Baby, oh, I've been holding this shit back for too damn long. And you've been holding on to a man that loves you wrong.